My upcoming video game Flappertron coming soon. Final Fantasy VIII, considered the, I guess, the black sheep of the Final Fantasy series. I don't really understand why. I think it fits in very nicely. Maybe it's a battle system. I will be honest, the battle system's a bit strange. You gotta keep drawing the magic, and the enemies do level with you, so it kind of seems a bit pointless grinding. So I guess the battle mechanics are a little bit strange, but overall, Final Fantasy VIII is an incredible game. It was actually the very first Final Fantasy game I ever played as a kid. That being said, because it was my first Final Fantasy game and one of my first RPGs ever, it kind of ruined boss battles for me for future games. And what I mean by that, my opinion of course, Final Fantasy VIII has the best last boss of any game I've ever played. I really do place it at the #1 top spot. I've never played a game which has had a more satisfying last boss than Final Fantasy VIII. When it starts off with the 6 of them there, you got Ultimecia, who's all mysterious and weird. She's got this weird K in all of her words. When she says cat, she's like, cat, I don't even know what the K even implies. Then she picks 3 of you at random, then she starts fighting you, and she's pretty damn strong. Then she fucking summons Griever, which is like, okay, Griever has this crazy-ass special, and the music changes, and just having those 2 bosses by themselves would be a pretty amazing boss fight anyway. Then it gets better. Then she summons herself onto the Griever thing. I mean, what the hell's that about? It's kind of creepy and weird, but okay. The music's pretty badass. It's pretty sick. She explodes, and you think, wow, the game's over. I've done it. Woo! Then it goes all dark. All of a sudden, you're in space and you're standing there. Ultimecia shows up, her true form, I guess. Her face is... there is no face. It looks really messed up. There's this weird ghost lady hanging below, swinging about, who I guess is actually Ultimecia. It's just so weird. And it's got this nice piano music, and you're like, fuck, this is kind of scary. Then she puts you down to 1 HP with Hell's Judgment, I think it's called. Shit's getting real. It's all piano-y, the music kicks in, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and you're sitting there as a kid like, oh my god, this is so cool! And you use Aura, so you're constantly seeing all of Squall's limit breaks, trying to destroy her booty, or weird ghosts swaying back and forth booty, I guess. Then toward the end, you have to keep attacking her, and she keeps saying weird shit, and it's just incredible, and she finally explodes. As you can see, I'm pretty passionate about this boss fight. So for me, it kind of ruined boss battles in a way, because that was one of the very first games I actually ever played all the way through. I was pretty young, I was 8, I think, or 9. And before that, I only really played Zelda and Pokemon and loads of Nintendo games, so nothing really that epic on scale. Zelda was the only one I could say which was like kind of close with Ganondorf at the end. That fight's really cool. But from that point on, when I played JRPGs, I just found the last boss to be a bit lame in comparison. I remember playing Tales of Symphonia, and that game was great, but the last boss, I was like, meh. Even Final Fantasy IX, the boss is just this random thing that shows up. And you know what? Even Final Fantasy VII, I played Final Fantasy VII after 8. Like the part when you're, you're Cloud, and you have to use your limit break, but Sephiroth's big-ass move where it kills the planets, or it destroys all the planets, takes half an hour, and that's annoying on itself, so that just kind of ruined the fight for me. Plus the Genova fight before that, you have to keep picking to choose, it keeps asking you, do you want to change party members? No! Just let me fucking kill the boss! And that's just Final Fantasy games, but I'm just talking about last bosses in general. That game, it just ruined bosses for me, because I always expected some big epic showdown with 5 forms and the music going crazy, and I just think nothing really properly compares to that boss fight in my opinion. But that's just me and my opinion, and maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but either way, Final Fantasy VIII's last boss is epic, and if you haven't played the game, definitely recommend checking it out. Leave a comment if you want, letting me know which boss is your favorite of all time. I'll be interested to read those, and until next time, have a wonderful day.